1. The identity of Satan. Why did he become Satan? God created angels in an eternal world before the creation of this universe in which we live. This means that angels are eternal beings. Therefore, angels do not die. Furthermore, angels cannot repent once they have done wrong. Satan or the angels belonging to Satan cannot repent. Only eternal punishment awaits them. The number of angels is immeasurably vast. Therefore, when speaking of the number of angels, numbers such as thousands and 10,000s are used. Psalm 68 verse 17. The chariots of God are thousands and tens of thousands. The Lord is in them as he is in the sanctuary of Mount Sinai. Daniel 7 verse 10. And fire flowed like a river from before him, and thousands served him, and tens of thousands stood before him, and judgment was set, and the books were opened. These verses demonstrate that they are immeasurably numerous and immense. Among the angels, there are archangels. As we commonly know, there is Michael, the archangel of the fighting angels, Gabriel, the angel of the messengers, and Lucifer, the angel of light, who is the most powerful and intelligent. Although the Bible does not describe Satan in specific detail, there are mentions of his nature or existence here and there. Furthermore, the fate of Satan and the angels belonging to him is recorded. Isaiah 14 verses 12 to 15, the passage mentioning Satan within the rebuke of the king of Babylon's pride. How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn, the star that brightens the morning, i.e., Lucifer. How you have been cut down to the earth, you who laid low the nations. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the mount of assembly in the far north. I will ascend above the highest clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. But now you will be cast down to Sheol, to the very bottom of the pit. And the words of rebuke to the king of Tyre, Ezekiel verses 28:13-17. You were in the garden of God, Eden of old. You were adorned with every precious stone, ruby, topaz, diamond, yellow jade, carnelian, sapphire, blue jade, sapphire, and gold. On the day you were created, the tambourine and the harp were prepared for you. You were the anointed cherub, the covering cherub. I set you up. You were on the holy mountain of God, walking among the stones of fire. You were perfect in all your ways from the day you were created, until finally, iniquity was found. Because of your great trade, violence was full within you, and you sinned. Therefore, O covering cherub, I considered you unclean, and cast you out from the mountain of God, and destroyed you among the stones of fire. Because your heart was proud because of your beauty, and because you were glorious, you defiled your wisdom. I cast you down to the earth, and placed you before kings to be a spectacle to them. Here, verse 13 mentions God's Garden of Eden of old and various precious stones. Looking at verses 14 and 16, the term cherub indicates one of the angels who attend to God closely. Furthermore, words such as complete in all your ways in verse 15 are terms referring to Satan. Lucifer, who held the highest position among the angels, seemed as though he would become the dominant being in the entire spiritual world if God were not present. Lucifer, who held the highest position among the angels, seemed as though he would become the dominant being in the entire spiritual world if God were not present. The angels belonging to Lucifer accounted for as much as 1/3 of the total angels. These angels appeared more powerful and clever compared to the angels who followed God. Lucifer thought that he could instantly subdue the other angels with the help of the angels under his command. Lucifer believed that even God would be powerless to do anything if all the angels submitted to him. Beings other than God think self-centeredly. Lucifer was filled with pride. Proverbs 16 verse 18. Pride goes before destruction, and the spirit before a fall. Finally, Lucifer summoned the angels belonging to him, 1/3 of all the angels God created. All right, today we are at war with God and his angels, he declared, staging a rebellion. A great battle broke out in the heavens. To be continued next time.